I'm Allendale's chief meteorologist, Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your midday weather update. It's Tuesday, and what's happening right now? Well, with the Farm Progress Show going on, I'm sure you've all heard and seen the press about the flash flooding and the rain that inundated Farm Progress Show. You know what? It wouldn't be a Farm Progress Show if there wasn't some kind of mud or weather issue out there. Most of this is associated with a front that's slowly working its way east and south. A low pressure associated along this front that's triggering the best rains is now in northern Illinois, working its way toward Rockford and eventually the Chicago area. We've seen a good round of showers and thunderstorms along and ahead of the front, actually strong thunderstorms now across northern parts of Indiana. Rain rates have been fairly substantial and spectacular in there. However, the rest of the front's moisture, pretty ho-hum when you get right down to it. We've got scattered showers from southern parts of North Dakota down through South Dakota, Nebraska. Kansas had some earlier, don't see much now. Same thing with northern Missouri and into Iowa. The thing is, we're not going to be able to wave the all-clear flag for a while. Yes, the frontal boundary delineates an air mass change where we've got some cooler air coming in, but we still have some very juicy, very moist, very energy-laden air in place behind this front, and so we're expecting another round or two of showers and thunderstorms to easily break out. Nowhere is that more evident than what we're seeing down in parts of Kansas. I think we're going to be seeing a fairly significant thunderstorm outbreak there, not just here this afternoon, but probably as we go through the next couple of days. Latest model runs into us right now, continuing to show scattered moisture hanging around. At this point, as the front slows and even stalls out across the Corn Belt and back into the Central Plains, we're going to be seeing probably 2 to 3 more days at least of clusters of showers and storms working through. I think you can't look at a daily scenario and try and pinpoint exactly what kind of rain is going to fall where each day because it's going to move around somewhat. But I do think that as you look at the Corn Belt on the whole, we're probably looking at from now through the weekend anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain coverage, about 70%. We're going to skew that to the western part of the Corn Belt initially here the next couple of days through, let's just say, Thursday morning. And then we're going to skew it farther to the north and eventually east as we go into and through the weekend. So there's moisture coming in a lot of places. The areas that might be on the outside looking in for the heaviest rain, honestly, let's say the southern Corn Belt, south of I-70. That might be where we see the smaller end of the precipitation range here as we go forward. But still, pretty much everybody getting rain. Back out in the plains from South Dakota, let's just say I-90 southward to I-40. Good rains there. Nebraska, Kansas getting the best, and most of that in Nebraska. Wouldn't surprise me to see some 2 to 3 inch rains over Nebraskan areas the next day and a half to 2 days, and then we'll kind of scale it back from there. The thing is, with these Central Plains storms, and actually even into the Western Corn Belt, it won't take much to make these things go severe. And severe storms, of course, can put down heavy rain very quickly and also have some damaging winds and some hail. So let's just say that covers here the short term. We'll see temperatures stay fairly close to normal. This should be the last day of real oppressive heat over parts of the Corn Belt and back into the Central Plains. And when I say oppressive heat in the Corn Belt, I'm talking about marginal heat with regard to actual air temperatures. You know what? Again, we kind of highlighted this in a write-up yesterday, and we've been highlighting it back and forth on the audio side for several days. It's not that hot in terms of actual air temperatures. The humidity values are making it feel much hotter. So far, today could be the hottest day, for example, over northern Indiana, and the temperatures there might reach 88. Okay, so it's not like we're doing damage crop-wise here. It's not that kind of heat. But still, warm air will be in play. We'll see that kind of go away behind the front, although temperatures don't really fall off the cliff. As we finish out the Labor Day weekend and go into next week, we look for temperatures to be back to slightly above normal ahead of our next front. That front will work into the upper Midwest. The way it looks now, probably during the day on Sunday, sweeping through the rest of the Corn Belt on Monday, so Labor Day could be a little bit wet across the Corn Belt. Right now, I like that front bringing 0.5 to 1.5 inches of rain, generally speaking, across the Corn Belt from Sunday through Tuesday afternoon. Coverage about 70. I'd say you could almost push it to 80%. There will be some heavier rains in the upper Midwest and into the northern part of the Great Lakes region, probably as we go through Labor Day. So in those areas, I don't want to rule out a 2-3 inch total, potentially, before all is said and done. As we then move through the later stages of next week, we'll get a little bit of dry air in here, probably from Wednesday right on through Friday. We'll see some drier air move in. And then the extended forecast pattern looks the same to me. Looking at another active pattern developing around the 7th on through the 10th. Going to be seeing some scattered showers and thunderstorms there. Coverage looks to be about 70 to 80%. amounts, again, as we said this morning, 1/2 to 1.5 at least, probably some 2-inch rains in there as well. And then as we go on into the 11th, 12th time frame, this is not something covered by the models right now, but as I look upstream, I'm seeing another fairly significant front trying to come out of the Canadian prairies, the upper Midwest, northern plains, that could spell some moisture for us at mid-month over the Corn Belt. So the long and short of it is, we've got temperatures normal to slightly above on the whole here, maybe a few days below, thanks to cloud cover and moisture, but generally speaking, now through early September, normal to slightly above. We've got plenty of timely moisture in here. Anybody that continues to raise the frost, question the frost issue, obviously just trying to see the what-if game play out. Right now, there's no thought of early frost on through the rest of the forecast period, and to me, the next 30 days look fine as well. And moisture looks like we're going to be setting this crop up to finish very, very nicely. Now, in the meantime, if you've got any questions, whether it's domestically or South America, which South America is still showing some dryness issues in the northern half of Brazilian growing areas. So that key soybean belt, Mato Grosso, Goiás, Bahia, right in through there, not completely turning the rainfall off, but not seeing as much as we're seeing down south. So that may cause some people's eyebrows to go up just a little bit, especially if we don't see the pattern change. But like I said, if you got any questions on international weather or here domestically, give us a call at Allendale. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.